Program English Leap Podcast. Topic: Parenting Style, Strict Discipline, and Gentle Parenting.
There is an ancient saying, dripping water hollows out stone, not through force, but through persistence. Think about the Grand Canyon for a moment. It is a majestic masterpiece of nature, but it wasn't formed by a single violent earthquake or a sudden explosion. It was carved by a river, flowing day after day, doing the exact same thing for millions of years. The rock, hard and stubborn, eventually yielded to the gentle, repetitive rhythm of the water. We often look for the big moments to change our lives, but in reality, we are the rock, and our daily routine is the water. It is the small, unexciting things we do every single morning and evening that eventually carve the shape of our character. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the English Leap podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. Wow, Sarah, that story really sets a different tone for today. Usually when people talk about daily routines, they think of boring checklists or strict timetables. But seeing it as a river carving a masterpiece, that's powerful.
Exactly, Daniel. Today, we aren't just teaching you phrases like brush your teeth or go to work. We want to explore the rhythm of your life. How are you designing your days to build the future you want?
I love that. So let's dive into the three main phases of the day: the morning awakening, the afternoon flow, and the evening reflection. Shall we start with the morning?
Let's do it. You know, Daniel, they say how you start your day is how you live your day. For me, the morning is sacred. I used to check my phone the second I opened my eyes, and I felt anxious immediately.
Oh, have been there. The doom scrolling trop. You let the world dictate your mood before you even get out of bed.
Precisely. So my routine has changed. Now I wake up around 6 a.m., and the first thing I do is practice gratitude. I just lay in bed for 2 minutes and think of 3 things I'm thankful for. It shifts my mindset from I have to do things to I get to do things.
That's a subtle but huge difference. My morning is a bit more physical. I need to kickstart my body. As soon as I'm up, I drink a large glass of lemon water to hydrate, and then I do a 20-minute workout. Nothing crazy, just some stretching or jogging.
Movement is medicine, right?
It is. It clears the brain fog. After that, I sit down with my coffee and do something called Eat the Frog.
Eat the frog? That sounds distinctive. Please explain that for our listeners.
Don't worry, no actual frogs are involved. It's a concept from Brian Tracy. It means doing your most difficult, most important task first thing in the morning. If you eat the frog early, the rest of the day feels easy by comparison.
I love that. So you tackle the hardest task when your energy is highest.
Exactly. It prevents procrastination.
So whether it's mental preparation like gratitude or physical preparation like exercise, the key is consistency.
Hi everyone, Crystal here. Let's look at some fantastic expressions Jennifer and Daniel just used. Kickstart, to make something start happen quickly. Daniel uses exercise to kickstart his body and energy. Gratitude, the feeling of being thankful. Jennifer practices gratitude to start her day with positivity. brain fog, a condition where you feel confused or unable to think clearly. Hydration and exercise help clear brain fog. Procrastination, the action of delaying or postponing something. Eating the frog helps Daniel avoid procrastination.
Moving on to the afternoon. This is where most people struggle. You know that 2 p.m. feeling where you just want to take a nap?
The dreaded afternoon slump, I know it well. Our biological rhythm naturally dips in the afternoon. How do you handle it, Daniel?
I used to just drink more coffee, but that made me jittery. Now I use a technique called time blocking.
Time blocking? How does that work?
I divide my afternoon into chunks. For example, from 1 to 2:30, I do deep work. No phone, no emails, just the project. Then I take a deliberate break. I step away from the screen.
That stepping away is crucial. In my routine, I make sure my lunch is actually a break. I don't eat at my desk. I try to practice mindful eating. I focus on the food, the taste, and I don't look at work. It gives my brain a true reset.
That's so healthy. I admit I sometimes eat while typing, but I notice I'm less productive afterwards.
Also, if I feel really sluggish, I do a change of scenery. I might move my laptop to a different room or just walk outside for 5 minutes. Fresh air can work miracles.
Absolutely. It's about managing your energy, not just your time. If you push a tired brain, you produce poor work.
Finally, let's talk about the evening. The sun goes down and the river slows its flow.
The evening is my favorite time to unplug. In our digital world, we are connected 24/7. So after 8 p.m., I try to implement a no-screen rule.
That is brave. It's hard to do, but so rewarding.
It is. Instead of Netflix, I usually read a book or spend time talking to my family. It helps my mind wind down. If I watch action movies or check emails late at night, my brain stays too alert to sleep.
I agree. My evening routine is about self-care and preparation. I lay out my clothes for the next day, which saves me decision-making energy in the morning. And then I journal.
What do you write about?
I reflect on the day, what went well, what didn't. It's a way of closing the tabs in my brain, just like closing tabs on a browser. It allows me to go to sleep with a clear mind.
Closing the tabs. I like that metaphor. So we end the day as we started it, with intention.
Back again. Let's wrap up with the key terms from the afternoon and evening. Afternoon slump. A period of low energy and tiredness in the afternoon. Time blocking. A productivity technique where you schedule specific blocks of time for specific tasks. Unplug. To disconnect from electronic devices like phones and computers. Wind down. To gradually relax after doing something that has made you tired or worried.
We hope this conversation has given you a fresh perspective on your daily routine. Remember the river and the rock. Your routine doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent.
Right. Start small. Maybe just add a glass of water in the morning or 5 minutes of reading at night. Let those small drops of water carve out your own masterpiece.
Thank you for listening to the English Leap podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a comment about one small habit you want to start today.
We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.
Goodbye.